traditionalism is the family before me, especially in women.
You're onto something.
And so what it's interesting you said 60-year-olds, because, you know, I've interviewed 600, 700 people roughly in the past year and a half. I've done hundreds of shows interviewing people about relationships. And what I find is the 60-year-olds tend to, a lot of those women led their daughters astray. You know, there's a reason we're in this mess, right? A lot of those women had the wrong mentality when it came to marriage and had exactly the mentality that you're talking about.
Which is to prioritize balancing one's own sense of identity with compromise in a relationship with someone else.
It's myself before the marriage.
But that's, again,
and it's really unfortunate because I would say the women of our generation really are suffering because of the advice of the women of the past.
It's interesting. We always want to lay the blame somewhere else. Always. It's human nature. There's a balance there. Again, I was just talking with my wife. You take something that's good and you put just a little bit of something bad in it, and then you twist it around, and that's what's going on with these things. A lot of the values in traditional marriage are good. A lot of the values from the older generations are good, but so many of them, the women put the marriage above themselves. And when I look back at a lot of my elders, and the women were being taken advantage of, they were being emotionally abused, and a whole lot of it is under the umbrella of the church. And they were taught, just be quiet, be submissive. A godly woman just yields to her husband. And it was toxic for so many of them, just toxic for so many of them. And so there was this movement of don't sacrifice yourself for the marriage because of that. And if you're in a narcissistic relationship, and if you're in an emotionally abusive relationship, which unfortunately, especially in Christianity, is a massive number of these relationships, you don't need to put the marriage in front of yourself. You've got to draw lines. You've got to draw boundaries, or you're gonna kill yourself. You're gonna emotionally or even physically end up paying the price. And I don't believe Jesus would ask you to do that.